Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of the BBSB broadcast. If you didn't hear me correctly, it is the BBSB broadcast. And today we have the one and only San Diego's finest, past roommate, ex teammate, special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hello, guys. My name is Maurice Holmes. I am Rias's great friend.
Yes, sir.
We also play on the same basketball team together. That's how we met. Um, I'm from San Diego. If you guys didn't know, from San Diego, born and raised. 22 years old, young, living life, just like Rias.
Yep.
I design clothes. I played basketball, but designing clothes now.
Yep.
And getting better by the second.
No, that's
How
awesome.
are you doing today, Bryce? How are you doing today, man?
Yeah, that segues perfectly in. Yeah, we're gonna check in now. So, man, I'm doing great. I'm really happy that I get to interview you because
Bro.
you're such like a genuine dude, and you really just live life the way you want. And I wish like more people would just invest in themselves in the way you have. And I really have respect for that. How are you doing today, Mo? How are you doing,
Thank
man?
you so much, man. Thank you. That
Yeah.
means a lot coming from a good guy like you. I'm doing great, man. It's a great day in sunny San Diego. Still early outside.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Bro, it is so hot back here in Fresno.
I
I
was gonna
cannot.
ask you because what's it called? The you know how like bad the air gets during this time of the year.
Yeah. Oh
But
my
like
god.
I was just gonna ask you, like, is the air not good right now?
Dude, the air's bad. It's like you walk outside, you start sweating immediately. But
Yeah.
on top of the air quality being terrible, it's horrible.
It's worse in August though, so it's still
Yeah,
June. It's still June. I know it's not
yeah,
as bad as it gets. So
yeah. At least the heat dropped down in August, but you're right, the air gets like bad, bro.
yeah, I love
Well,
the 559 though. I love the 559. Let's start with that. How about all right? It's your podcast, but let's start with the 559.
yeah, okay. We can talk about
That's a
both of
good
our
place to start.
ties
That's a good
in the
place to start.
559.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for me, like I've been here my whole life. A little bit about me for the viewers. Been here my whole life, and like it's been good to me. I'm Hmong American, and my family, immigrated from Laos and Thailand, so that's a big reason why we're all here in Fresno, and that we all stayed together. So I have a big family here, and it's been really like a really different experience. Like I talk to people and they're like, yeah, I don't have, my family's not around and stuff, and Fresno's just been that family hub to me. So I feel like I'll always consider it home, even if in the future life takes me a different path. I'll always consider Fresno home, and I'm sure that some of my family will probably be here for the rest of their lives too. So yeah. What about you, Mo? What's the 559 mean to you, man?
The 559. I love the 559. Like I really mean it when I say that too, because like I feel like when I went there, that's when I found myself, and that's
Mm,
like that's the best. Everyone knows that's like the best feeling ever when you don't really know yourself and then you find yourself, and it's
yeah.
it's just like a great feeling. Fresno is just a really pure city, so when I went there, it's just I could feel how everyone's so connected. It's such because I'm from San Diego, so it's way bigger. It's not the same at
Hmm.
all. And I really that's what I admired about you, bro, because you're just like me. Like you'd always go home to your family, bro, like all the time
Hmm.
when we were roommates. So
Yeah.
I know how Fresno is like a family oriented place, and there's not too many places like that. I've been
Yeah.
traveling more often, and there's not too much places like it. Like a lot of places are really fast,
Mm.
all about like going out and money. And Fresno's
Mhm.
family oriented though. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. No, 100%. You mentioned, or both of us mentioned that we were roommates in the past, and I want to ask you, a good memory I have when we were roommates was, coming back to the room and you would put me on like all types of music. And I was a young kid at the time. Like I was like just turned 18, first year in college.
yeah,
And I feel like my music taste has like shifted toward more of like not necessarily exactly what you listen to, but more like appreciating underground artists like that. So one of the
Nice.
ones that you put me on was Baby Smooth, and I want to ask, you still
Yeah,
listening to him, or what other artists are circulating in your music taste right now?
man, you don't understand how happy I am that you just gave Baby Smooth a shout out on here. I am praying to God he sees that, but no, I really love Baby Smooth still.
Hmm.
Anyone independent I love because like I support that business model. It's
Hmm.
really it's really not easy to invest everything in yourself. It's not in like yeah, it's just not easy. So I love
Yeah.
artists that are independent. I love I love V's now. Um I love Ian a lot.
Mm.
Ian is yeah, Cardi of course, but
Yeah.
yeah, man, you have a good music taste too, man. I know you like that Frank just like me. That
Yeah,
Frank
Frank
the
Ocean, man.
Ocean. Um yeah, man. The
No, that's
music thing is,
awesome.
is still really big though. The music thing is still really big, of course. It's like
Yeah.
it's just like clothing. Like gotta wake up, same way you gotta get dressed is the same way you gotta put on a song. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bar. I like that. I like
That's how I
that.
feel.
Let's quote that.
Yeah, let's quote that. Put that clip that.
Clip that. Well, the next question I want to ask you is you kind of described, playing basketball, finding yourself your first year out of the house. I want you to talk a little bit about your upbringing though, and how has, your upbringing shaped you, but then also moving out, how did you find yourself in that way that you said you did too?
Well, for sure, like growing up, like I was always taught that like hard work equals not that hard work equals success,
Mhm.
but like if you work hard enough, you could get some amount of success. So like having that logical framework in my
Mhm.
mind going to Fresno, that really made me help like find myself because like when you work really hard at something and you still are like iffy about it, then
Mhm.
it's okay to change your mind. And that's what I learned about myself that I'm able to change my mind, and that's a real good thing that some people can't do because they beat themselves up, and that can make you go down like a really bad, uh, like real bad hole. So I
Yeah.
just try to be able to change my mind, and ever since like Fresno, I learned how to change my mind,
Yeah. Yeah.
and we're here now, and we're here.
Mhm. Yeah. No, I agree, man. Like, people get obsessed over something, and
Yeah,
sometimes it can consume them in the bad ways though,
yeah,
like you see some of the top athletes in the world succeed, like Kobe, he was obsessed, Jordan obsessed, like LeBron obsessed.
mhm,
But when it's something that you pour into and it's not pouring back into you, I agree. Like, there's a time you feel it when it's time to change. And change is scary, but I feel like it's a path you have to go on by yourself. So respect
yeah,
to that 100%.
yeah. And I'll add something to that. Like all the people that are like the greatest in their craft, like they they never like thought anything else was even was on anything, nothing else was on the table. It was
Yeah.
either that or no plan B, no plan C, like
Mhm.
and that's kind of how you live, how you have to live, and then if it doesn't work, you move on to the next thing, and it's okay because
Yeah, yeah,
if as long as you're alive, that's like let's talk about that. Like
yeah.
gratitude, I learned gratitude like early on. So
Mhm.
when you talk about my upbringing, gratitude definitely made me like logical. Like so when I wasn't really getting on the court like much as I thought, it wasn't like I was like oh depressed.
Mhm.
Like I was never depressed. Like I just was logical.
Mhm.
Like it's okay to do something else.
Mhm. Yeah, and I remember we had like a conversation about it too when you told me, and it was like you're just in a mood of like, yeah, like you said, gratitude, like you really appreciated the opportunity, but
Yeah,
you just had to be real to yourself and real
yeah,
to like your family and stuff like that too. I remember that.
yeah. And that wasn't the only reason why I stepped away, but
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
definitely we had like lots of like what should I say? I'll say like great times in Fresno,
Mhm.
but it's okay to like move on, and that's how I
Mhm.
felt. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that actually segues into my next question I have for you too. I want you to talk a little bit about before we get into your, clothing brand. I want you to talk a little bit more about the importance of self-love and confidence because I feel like you are the embodiment of that, and that's why I really enjoy talking to you and having the opportunity to talk to you because it reminds me to like really be confident in myself, and I feel like your brand and who you are represents that completely. So I want you to talk about
Yeah,
self-love and confidence, bro.
thank you, bro. But it's for me, it's just like there's no other way around it. Like if you don't love yourself, who's gonna love you? So
Hmm.
there's no like I definitely love myself more than like a lot of things. Like
Yeah.
I'm not a materialistic person, so I always think about self love over getting the next thing, reaching the
Mm,
next level,
mm,
going from 10 to 20,000, going from 100,000 to a million. I don't really think about life like that. I think about it like every day is like a blessing, and
mhm,
to be happy is really is like the biggest success of everything. So
mm. Damn, man, that's so good.
yeah,
Where do you think that's been taught to you, or like how did you learn that through adversity, or more has been passed down?
I'm not even gonna lie. Like it sounds so corny, but like
Hmm.
it was church. Like
Yeah.
because in church everyone is happy, bro, and just being around happy people makes you happy. So
Hmm.
it's not like rocket science. That's how I
Yeah.
think of it.
Yeah.
I feel like if you put yourself in negative surroundings, then you're gonna
Hmm.
have a negative framework. You're always gonna be cynical. Um,
Mm.
so and that segues back to what we were talking about. Like
Yeah.
I feel like I was around like a negative
Hmm.
framework, and you could always surround yourself around whatever you like. So don't complain.
Hmm.
And when I found myself complaining, you change and
Yeah.
came back home and got myself around positive people.
Hmm.
And as life has never been greater, like never.
Yeah. No, that's awesome, bro. That's awesome. Well, hey, let's get right into it then.
How's church for you too? I know you go to
Oh
church.
yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. So
How's everything with you, man?
yeah, so like this past year I joined the worship team
Hmm.
at school, the student worship team. And I agree like 100%, it's like your environment and the people around you shape so much of like your perspective on the world. And like,
And I'll add one thing. Even
yeah,
even the thing that you're clicking on social media is going to make
yeah,
your algorithm. People have a negative algorithm, and they complain about how much negative things are online. No, there's
yeah,
positive things. There's positive
yeah,
things out there. But you
yeah.
keep going,
No,
keep going, keep going.
yeah, yeah, no, but that's facts. Like I feel like you wouldn't even have that thought until you've stumbled across it on social media. You know what I mean? Like a negative thought about
Yeah,
something.
exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, like to be honest, before this past year, I would have never saw myself like on a worship team or anything like
Mhm.
that, or even performing music. But it's
Is it
been
through
like,
FPU?
yeah, through FPU.
Nice.
So it's been such a like transformative experience, and like gaining perspectives of people in that background who like are really devoted to it. You know what I mean? Like their whole
Yeah,
lives are surrounded in worship and stuff. It's been really transformative and really insightful, and it's just helped me a lot. Like get a bigger and more positive perspective on the world and worship and stuff like that too. Yeah, it's been
bro.
good. It's
Nice,
been
bro.
good. Yeah. Well, I want to get right into it. The reason why we're all here. The first question I want to ask, man, can you talk about Go Society?
Yeah, man. I'll talk about it. Well, of course, I just want to add one thing too. We are
Yeah.
here because I love you, bro. I love you.
Yeah. No, I appreciate your time, man. I
But
appreciate your time.
but yeah, definitely everything's been going great with the business.
Hmm.
Making better piece after better piece after better piece, just trying to get better each
Hmm.
time. Uh, Listen to feedback from you and
Yeah.
everyone else because you're one of my first customers. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Got
Uh,
you, bro.
and I just try to listen more than uh like listening is just my biggest that's my biggest like skill. Like
Mhm.
I'm not really the most like IQ. I'm not the best at IQ, I mean. And
Mhm.
I think I'm just really good at listening. So that's EQ. So I'm really
Gotcha.
good at like learning from people, learning from other people's mistakes. So
Mhm.
yeah, we got something dropping tonight. Um, so hopefully
Yes,
you
sir.
guys just look right down at the link. We'll have something
Yep.
pop up. We're gonna have
Yep.
something pop. So yeah, just getting better every time, man.
Mhm. No, that's a great
You enjoyed
it's a great mindset.
the
Yeah.
designs? Have you liked the latest designs?
Yeah, bro. I still like Mo said, we were roommates and I saw like the when we started with just the hats. You remember that?
Oh
Just
yeah,
the
yeah,
hat.
yeah.
Yeah.
For
And
sure.
like hats and then we started with and then we moved on to the shirts and then the hoodies. So like I've seen all the phases and it just keeps compounding and getting better. And
Yeah,
like I've seen it live time, real time, like exactly what you're saying. You listen to what the people's needs are, what people want from you.
mhm.
You don't worry about like, oh, I think this is this. Like, no, you're just listening and
Yeah,
you're responding in the way that people are like handing it to you. So
yeah.
I've seen it and I've really been enjoying the creative process, bro. I like the
Thank you,
last
man.
design. I like my favorite piece from you, and then I want to ask you your favorite piece. But I like the spine. That was tough.
Oh, they yeah,
That was
yeah.
tough, yeah. And then the OG black hoodie, I still rock that one to this day. That one's tough. Yeah. Those two are probably my favorite pieces right now. But what about you? What pieces like spoken to you the most?
Mm, it's always like the most recent thing. So
Okay.
like, what's like what's on this right here? What's on this laptop? But
Yep.
like
Yep.
of the things that you've seen, probably the latest long sleeve that's about to drop.
Mhm.
Really good fabric,
Mm.
impeccable fabric.
Yeah.
So that's what really like made me happy and
Mhm.
proud of myself for that. But
Yeah.
I don't really get too proud of myself in the moment. Like when I see it get created, then I get a good like dopamine feeling. But
Mhm.
then I kind of move past it because
Gotcha.
I'm always on to the next thing. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I feel like that speaks perfectly to like your business name and what you want to represent. Can you speak a little bit about that, like the name itself?
yeah, the name itself just always came to me because like stoplights have always been super like interesting to me like at
Hmm.
such a young age. So the green light go like always, I don't know, it always really meant something to me like on a deep
Hmm.
level. I've never said that out loud too. So
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, it's real symbolic.
but
Yeah,
it's like I think about it every day. um
yeah.
I always try to never be on yellow or red.
Hmm.
That's the moment you'll
Yeah, no, that's awesome. That's super. That's super awesome. Always green. Always go.
some people will appreciate that right there. They'll know
Yeah.
what I mean by
Oh.
that.
Well, hey, I want to ask. You talked a little bit about designs. I want to ask what your work processes look like. Do you have a routine? Are you an inspiration guy? Do you draw from
That's so
motivation?
funny. That's so
Yeah.
funny to say that because I was just telling one of my friends that like the only routine I have is being unconventional.
Mm.
but like, but like I really it's funny though because I do have a routine at the same time. Like wake up,
Mhm.
I think about what I'm gonna wear,
Mhm.
I'm thinking about what I'm gonna eat, and then I get on my laptop, like or phone immediately when I first wake up. It's probably not the best thing, but and then take a shower, live like a regular human, man. Get some
Yeah.
food. I don't really. I keep it pretty basic. I don't really. When I turned 21, I was like doing a bunch of like stuff outside the house, but now It's
Mhm.
just basically photo shoots and Padre games. I
Yeah.
swear. I
Yeah.
s
Yeah. Hey, your needs are being met and you're still successful, bro. That's all you need, right?
Yeah,
You
man.
don't need to get too crazy with it.
It's easier to make it's easier to make money than spend it for me. I'm
Mhm.
super frugal.
Mm.
I'm super frugal.
Yeah.
You saw me, like,
Yeah, yeah,
I would
yeah.
always eat the cafeteria food
Yeah.
when people would be Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Uber Eats all the time.
Bro, cause oh my god. The calf hours were crazy, especially when we'd have those 9 PM or 10 PM practice, bro.
Exactly,
And the calf
exactly,
closes at, like, 6, bro, like, what the heck are we supposed to do?
exactly. No, those
Yeah.
were the days though, man. I learned so much about, like, learning to spend money, learning how to
Mm.
save money. Because when you were there in the room with me, that was my first year buying clothing and selling.
Mm. Dang, okay.
So, like, I had to learn about P&L. I had
Mm.
to learn profit and loss, by the way.
Mm.
I had to learn about, like, spending money on ads, CPMs.
Mm.
Had to learn about all types of stuff. So
Yeah,
that
yeah,
second year was really, you saw me, like, through
yeah,
a real important period. Yeah.
yeah. I want you to talk a little bit more about that. Actually, I have a question here. What are the struggles of being an independent creator?
I'll be completely honest, bro. There's actually no struggles for me.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
there's
awesome though.
actually no struggles. It's actually beautiful, and I'm
Mhm.
grateful that I get the opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm not delusional like some people. But I don't want to be disrespectful, but, like, I don't really see the point to protest things when
Mm.
life is so great. Like, my great uncle played in the Negro Leagues.
Mm.
His dad and his grandpa were slaves, so I don't see. I'm really grateful about, like, everything.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful that I get to make money off designing. Like,
Mhm.
that kind of blew my mind when I learned that I could do that, and I could do Shopify when I was like 19, 20. No,
Yeah.
I'm, I learned Shopify and all that type of stuff when I was 18. Sorry, I was 18 because that was when I was a senior during COVID. Uh,
Mm.
but yeah, like, when I learned all that, like, I was like, wow, you could do this.
Yeah.
I've always been grateful ever since. I've never really seen any struggle. Uh,
Mhm.
never struggled.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like, to put that in my own words, I feel like, you've fallen in love with the processes and what it
100%.
looks like
And
because the
I'll
reward.
add one more thing onto that because I want to
Yeah.
give out this shout out to this guy that I really like.
Mhm.
My friend Griffin's dad. I was just with him at the Padre game last night. I happened to bump
Yeah.
in with him, and he was telling me, like, I have no sympathy for the weak. So I wanted
Mm.
to bring that up. Like, I have no sympathy for anything. Like, when
Mhm.
I was when I was in college, to make money to design clothes, I didn't have money. I had to do
Mhm.
Uber Eats.
Yeah,
So,
I remember
like,
that. Oh my
why do
gosh.
like, I don't really see a point of people complaining. That doesn't get you anywhere. Uh,
Mhm.
I feel like you should get up and go if
Yeah.
you think that your pockets are getting slimmer. Like,
Mhm.
that's all I think about. That's all I
Yeah,
can say about that.
yeah. Bro, I remember that. Dang. You really went out and got it, bro. You really were on go, bro. The
Yeah,
embodiment of it, bro.
yeah,
I
exactly.
forgot about that,
Bro,
bro.
Coach McClure, who I love so much, I literally
Yeah,
bumped into him after practice picking
yeah.
up someone's food, and he thought I was getting food for myself. It was funny.
Oh, dang,
It
dang.
was so funny.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
Well, all that being said, bro, like, what message would you have to give to other, creators who may have those struggles and not the same perspectives as you?
Oh, yeah. I always have empathy because some people, maybe they can't drive. Maybe I don't know. Like, there's always
Mhm.
some people have, like, they're impaired, so there's
Mhm.
no way you can really do so. But I just think, like, if you're alive, you should be grateful. Not
Mhm.
everyone uh is, like, really meant to be a creator and be a creative. Like
Mhm.
it's okay to work for like people that work for Facebook make a lot of money. People that work for Motorola, like at a high position, make a lot of money. You don't have to be a creative. You could
Mhm.
you could be in the tech world. You could be if you're good with computers, be in the tech world. If you're good in the car industry, like be a technician. Like
Mhm.
everyone doesn't have to be a creative, and it's just like a real big fad. I think trend. I would say
Yeah. I
like
agree.
ever since like 2018,
Mhm.
like with Virgil, and it just
Yeah.
yeah. But I definitely think that it's a blessing to create, and if you are in the position to create,
Mhm.
like, it's a great feeling. Like
Yeah.
you should definitely just do. If I had advice, I would say stick to what you love and don't really waver to anyone else. If
Mhm.
you do collaborate, with just always stick to what you believe in the best though. Don't like waver to someone else.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah,
I feel like my issue with like, creating and stuff like that. Like right now, like you said, it became kind of trendy. And I feel like people sometimes treat it as like a quick money scheme, and it
yeah,
takes away the love and the creativity from the art itself. And that's my only issue with it. I do agree with you with the statement of like, not everybody's meant to do it. But
yeah,
like, if you do have that, I guess, innate ability, then yeah, don't just treat it as like a get quick money scheme. Really fall in love with the processes and know that you have to stay true to yourself. I agree. I agree 100% with everything you said. Yeah.
yeah. A lot, and everything is really creative. To be honest, like
Hmm.
even knowing like how to like I just said about technicians, like that's an art. Like
Yeah.
everything's an art. To be honest, that sounds really like weird to say, and but everything's really an art. Even
Yeah.
sports, like everything's an art.
Yeah. No, facts though. Facts. Like when you just shape your perspective of like we talked about earlier, loving what you do, you could turn anything into like a passion. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
agree. Well, hey, any other creative lanes that the business, if you can speak on it, is going in the near future, man? If you want to talk about, your upcoming drop, feel free to talk about that as well.
Oh
But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, if you want to add anything on top of that too.
Yeah, since you asked, I mean, a short like 3 to 4 minute movie will come out soon.
Oh, that's that'd
Uh,
be that's gonna be awesome, bro.
yeah, it'll be out real soon. So be on the lookout for that. Uh, the newest drop will be out tonight, so everyone
Hmm.
speedlimit-go.com.
Yep, we'll put
Head
it up
there,
on the vid too and the links for sure.
head there. No restocks, limited quantity. It'll be gone real soon. So
Hmm.
and yeah, man, that's about it.
Yeah.
Just keep looking out for everything. And
One tangent question I have is
oh yeah,
when we were roommates, bro, we would talk about like, I guess the other lanes of art that you may be interested in. I remember sometimes at night I would come in and you were streaming on the game and stuff like that, just trying to test the waters in these other lanes. Is there anything else that you've been like interested in lately?
uh, out right now, I'm really focused on just like creating the best product, like
Mm-hmm.
every hour of the day, like
Yeah.
the best product. Because it's really hard to get momentum, and I'm feeling the momentum, and
Mm-hmm.
I know it could stop real quick if I don't put in like 150% effort. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely yeah, I love the stream world, of course. Like
Mm-hmm.
Aiden, of course. You know
Yep.
how much I love Aiden.
Yeah.
So I love Neon too.
Mm.
Pretty much the only two streamers I really watch. But
Yeah.
yeah, the stream world is really cool. I pay attention to where everyone's eyes are at. So
Mm-hmm.
like even I've been paying attention to WNBA more now because people's eyes are there. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just always paying attention to the things that are getting the most attention. That's
Yeah.
because if you incorporate that creatively, it could really create some good things.
Yeah, like even if you're not, actively participating in, like you said, just being aware, that opens up your game so much. I feel like
Yeah,
when
that and
it's something you're doing.
like I'm always appreciating the people around me. Like
Hmm.
my friend Gene, who's Jewish. That's why
Hmm.
the newest shirt that's dropping tonight has the
Hmm.
Star of David on it, because like I really
Gotcha.
I really
Okay.
look up to him. Like he's a real good dude to me.
Hmm.
He he's genuine only.
Hmm.
He's the person like
Yep.
that literally embodies my whole concept.
Hmm.
So like I really appreciate the humans around me, and that's like how I create, honestly.
Hmm. Yeah. And I feel like that's, an even better process in terms of creation. Things that speak to things that are real to you. You know what I mean? Like
Serendipity, yeah,
it.
serendipity is like really real. Like
Hmm.
sometimes I have a gut feeling, and I go with my intuition, and it
Yeah.
always goes right. Whenever I go with my intuition creatively,
Yeah.
I always like that's when I fucking
Yeah. No, that's fire, bro. That's fire. Well, hey, really appreciate you coming on the podcast,
Thank you,
bro.
bro. Thank
Yeah,
you.
really appreciate your
I'm gonna see you
time.
soon, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah, I'll see you soon for sure. Do
yes,
you
sir.
have anything else that you'd like to say to the people watching here? Obviously, go
Oh, let me
follow
get
the boy. Yeah.
flowers to someone else. I love all my like I really mean this when I say this. Like I really appreciate all my brothers, Miles,
Hmm.
Tayshawn, Trey, Ray. They always like were like family to me. So I really
Yeah.
appreciate them. I always want to give my flowers to them whenever I can. Uh my mom, my
Hmm.
dad, my grandma, my grandpa, my great grandma. So and of course God, of course God. All
Hmm.
glory to God. Um that's all I want to say. And
Awesome,
tonight,
bro.
speedlimit-go.com.
Yep. Everybody go check it out. Make sure you check it out. Please check it out. Well, hey, this has been episode 4 of the BBSB broadcast. Thank you again, Maurice, for coming on. Speedlimit-go.com. Everybody, go check that out. Go follow his socials. Go support because, man, like we're talking about on the pod today, you know, community is everything. It really changes your perspective. We can all be positive together, so why not, man? Why
This is
not?
we're gonna put my socials right here. Put my socials right
Yep, yep, yep. That sounds
here.
good.
W marketing, W marketing. Let's go.
Well,
But
hey,
thank you
yep,
for real, Rise, for having me.
of
Uh,
course, man.
I love all of your community, all of your family, just like they're mine, man.
Awesome, bro. Appreciate it. Hey, stay tuned, everybody. Stay tuned. Catch you on the next episode. Peace.
Sir.